on WMCN 91.7 FM in St. Paul. We have Lord Jeremy Johnson in studio. Welcome.
How you doing?
Fine. I heard you play at the White Squirrel I've heard you play many times, but I remember right away I thought, I want to have him in the studio because you are amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Well, tell folks who haven't seen you a little bit about how you came to music, how you came to St. Paul.
Yeah, I'll be having in St. Paul for, I think it'll be 13 years in August. I grew up in San Antonio. I've been playing music for a lot of my life, but I count like the beginning of it is when my dad bought me like a bass guitar when I was like, I don't know, 13, 14, 15, somewhere in there. And that's the thing I really took to. I did that, just learning cover songs off of like tabs. I played in church. I grew up pretty religious, so I that was huge for me, just playing with adults. As a kid, made me really good at playing with other musicians. The songwriting started when I was like 17, but I didn't do any of the stuff you're referring to that you've seen me do at White Squirrel until I was 29. So yeah, it's somewhat new, the vocals and the songwriting and the guitar, but yeah, I did it once and I loved it, so kept doing it.
Well, it must have been unusual, say, playing as a kid with adults.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you were part of the team, or did you always feel like you were a kid, or?
No, I felt like I was part of the team. I was like a teenager, so when you're a teenager, you have that chip on your shoulder. I wasn't as good as I thought I was. I'll say that.
That's the beauty of being a teenager, though.
Yeah.
You fake it till you make it. It's just it's got to stop after the teen years for people who need to hear that. But but that is kind of that's what gets you out on the stage when maybe you have no business being,
Yeah. Well, it was they typically wanted adults to be in this like church band, but the one quit, and my dad's a singer, and he like led the band, and he was like, my kid can play, so I don't know. Yeah, maybe he had no business being there. I don't know. Maybe some of them were like, get this kid out of here, but that was huge for me. Just having a regular thing where I was playing with other musicians, and because that's a tough thing for a lot of people, is just finding that pocket. I think having all those years as being a bass player in rock bands did a lot of good for me. Now that I'm like doing the front person stuff, and like leading the band myself.
And what spurred you to do that? Kind of the first, more recently.
I have this band, Lords of the Universe, that it started as Jeremy and the Lords of the Universe, just for the White Squirrel anniversary show, just as like a one-off thing. But all the people I got liked doing it, and they wanted to keep doing it, which I'm surprised I got that group of people together. Surprised they wanted to keep doing it, and we just I just keep booking shows, and they keep wanting to do it. So we're like actually a band now, which is rad. That's kind of my baby right now. I've got a few different projects I'm involved with, but that's the thing that my priority, I guess.
And you play pretty regularly at the White Squirrel.
Yeah, that's like the only place I play. Well, so I work there, and I've also worked for the guy that owns it, Jared Ullman. I've worked for him for a long time. The first booker, Laura, I don't know, Wesley Williams, I don't know if y'all know her. Yeah, the first booker was a friend of mine, so it was really easy to get shows there. So it's not like nepotism, but it's like something like that, I guess. I don't know. But, I'm also a decent musician, so, I don't think they would keep putting me up there.
No, I was just going to say, doing it once, that's a favor. But if you're on again and you've earned your
place. That's what I tell myself.
Yeah.
I actually have, the Lords of the Universe has our first show at a place that's not White Squirrel in September 28th at 331. So I'm stoked for that. We got playing the next 2 Fridays at White Squirrel. So, looking forward to that.
Well, and a plug for folks who don't know the White Squirrel, it's free, although helpful to tip the band. But it's in St. Paul on West 7th, and Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Gorgeous patio.
Gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous. Great, friendly staff.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah. No, I'm
Sometimes,
just
yeah.
kidding.
But it's just.
I'm just talking about myself, by the way. You know?
Right. Hey, well,
All my other coworkers are wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But it's a fun place to go, and it's an easy place to go. As I said, it's
Yeah, free. It's free all the time. So that's just to know that that's always you're never gonna get charge cover at the door.
Yeah, and that makes it easy.
Yeah.
Would you like to play some music? Would you please play some music?
I got my guitar here. And yeah, I think I'll start with a slower one. Still warm up here. I got the song "We're Off to Off the Wizard."
Nice.
I'm just a scarecrow, just looking for my mind, looking for my mind, so that I can think of you. I'm just a scarecrow, just looking for my mind, and I'm looking for my mind to think of you. I'm looking for my mind, I'm searching all the time. I just need a mind so I can get this shit in my head straight. That I'm just a scarecrow, just looking for my mind, and I'm looking for my mind to think of you. I'm just a tin man, just searching for my heart, and I'm searching for my heart so that I can love you true. I'm just a tin man, just searching for my heart, and I'm looking for my heart to love you true. I'm looking for my heart, I just need a place to start. I just need a heart so I can pump blood through these ice cold veins. I'm just a tin man, and I'm looking for my heart, and I'm looking for my heart to love you true. I'm just a lion, and I'm looking for my courage. I'm looking for some courage so that I can see it through. I'm just a lion, and I'm looking for some courage, and I'm looking for some courage to see it through. I'm looking for some courage, baby, I just need some courage. Just need some courage so I don't have to hide behind my mother's skirt anymore. I'm just a lion, and I'm looking for some courage, and I'm looking for some courage to see it through. I hate that goddamn wizard down the yellow brick road. He's always keeping things from me, I know I'm old. And if I had a 10-cent pistol, baby, don't you know, well, I'd shoot that bastard down, I would. Baby, I would. I'm just a scared kid, I'm a scared kid all alone. And I don't think I'm in Kansas anymore. There you go.
Jeremy Johnson in studio on WMCN. Nice. That's a funny thing to say about that. I like that. I have a kid who loves The Wizard of Oz, and then I like the turn in that song.
I like the idea of taking something that's existing stories, or I don't know, maybe IP is not the right term, but and then turning it around, or taking lyrics that already exist and making them like darker, or stupid stuff like that.
Well, because immediately, nearly everybody knows The Wizard of Oz. You picture it. I picture watching it when I was a kid in my basement. My kid pictures it at my mom's basement. And then already people are bringing so much to the song. they're invested in the characters, so then to spin it is a.
Well, yeah, I was just hanging out with one of my friends and my girlfriend at my place, and I just started messing around with that idea, and I don't think I ever would have done it before. But this friend of mine was like, "Oh, you should do more with that." He's like a big John Prine fan, and I've never gotten super into John Prine, but like all the stuff that I write that he says is like akin to that or just like in that vein. I guess he always really likes that, and because he told me he really liked it, I wrote the bridge, the part about, I don't know, killing the Wizard of Oz, but and then I came the name, we're off the wizard. But I don't do that one with a full band. I did actually. I build this thing as Lord Jeremy with enemies instead of like with friends,
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out how to build it, and then that came to me. So I did that with a full band for the first time, which was fun. But normally, that's one I like. That one's cool by itself, just as solo acoustic guitar.
It is. I mean, you're such a good storyteller in the music. I could see the John Prine connection.
Yeah, I gotta get into that guy. I mean, I know so many people just swear by him. There's so many songwriters that love him, but I've never really taken the dive.
Well, now you have the opportunity to.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's kind of that sardonic and that twist at the end of many of his songs that are just.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean the only one I can think of that I know is I've seen a couple of my friends cover this one. It's like a duet.
Yeah. I know which one. I'm not gonna.
You know what I'm talking about.
Hanging on a Rainbow. I'm not gonna sing it because that would be terrible. Yeah, I'm not gonna hum it either. So we'll just have to let that one go.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, that's like the hook. Hanging on.
Hanging on to something.
Awesome song. Still did not spur me to
catchy.
get into his music, but I will one day.
On a road trip or something.
Yeah. That
sounds
good.
Yeah. Is that how you usually write songs? Just kind of start with a...
Oh, I don't think there's any one way. Sometimes you think of a line and then I just build a song around that, or just like a hook that I find clever, and then build something around it. Sometimes it's like a progression or like a riff or like a lick or something. Whatever just comes first, and I build the song around it. Sometimes it starts one way and then it ends another way. Both thematically with the lyrics and what I'm doing musically. But normally it just starts with a half-baked idea, and I spend a lot of time on it. Sometimes they come quick, there's some that I've worked on for like years and never done anything with, and then there's other ones that's like one day and I'm like, that's another one in the can. It's always different.
Yeah, you're kind of primed to play another song. Would you want to play another song?
Oh yeah,
or is that just your natural state? I mean,
I'll do whatever you want. Yeah, I'm natural instinct anytime I'm holding a guitar.
I can see you itching to play. Yeah.
No, I'll do whatever.
Yeah,
whatever you want to do.
that'd be great.
I'm down.
Let's hear another one.
Yeah, I'll just do a fast one. This song's called Nick Slick. This good old boy, he go by Nick. And on the way that he moved, and the sound of his voice must have thought that he was slick. We were sitting in the county, cause the cell was been under 9 degrees. And from the stories he tell, his record stretched out from here to eternity. He was talking about robbery, homicide, selling bags of crack to the other side, about a cop uniform or a pack of vest on. Twisted turn, he's the son of the more invasion, genocide, spraying on the mountains with pesticide, about the sale of skin, trade of flesh, shot burning in the Bay of Poland. Cause he would tell me about downtown, LA, Hollywood with the movie stars and the China White, and the Vegas lounge, Vanity, a little snowfall, about the backwoods, Louisiana, Mississippi, and the Alabama, about the projects of suburbia, and the rich folks on the hill. We stuck a match to the leathery skin, the smoke go around his head. He had a wicked laugh and a jagged grin, and oh, it'll make you sick. With his teeth glow in the yellow moonlight, and his eyes burn like a fire bright. Triple M Mars, Venus inside, I better watch when the planets align. Yeah, there's one tale that was stuck out to me. Every couple and I got away clean by snakes and trees. God and the beat, sorry fools, they've had an evil. He stole them blind, wait behind, you don't see it coming, no you don't. And he blamed her and she blamed him, and all its original sin. I said no. We almost had it made in a shame. Almost had it made in that shame. Hell out of Texas, 100 miles an hour, far away as I could go to escape this evil power. And who was he? I don't know. Where did he come from? I can't say, but I can still feel his presence. In the rain and the sleet and the falling snow, when I sleep at night, I can still see yellow eyes staring into me. He wanted my soul, what if he got it? He invades my dreams. We almost had it made in a shame. Oh, no, 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 no. We almost had it made in that shame. He would tell me about downtown LA, Hollywood with the movie stars and the China Way, Vegas Lounge, Vanity, and the snowfall out of backwoods, maybe Louisiana, Mississippi, maybe Alabama, the projects of suburbia, and the rich folks on the hill. He would tell me about downtown LA, Hollywood with the movie stars and the China Way, Vegas Lounge, Vanity, little snowfall about the backwoods, maybe Louisiana, Mississippi, maybe Alabama, the projects in suburbia, the rich folks on the hill. And the rich folks on the hill. And the rich folks on the hill. You don't mess around with that devil named Nick. I said you don't mess around with that Nick Slick. I said you don't mess around with that devil named Nick. I said don't let him come around here no more. I said you don't mess around with that Nick Slick. I said you don't mess around with that devil named Nick. I said you don't mess around with that old Nick Slick. I said don't let him come around here no more. He's only hungry for your soul. I said don't let him come around here no more. He's only hungry. He's only hungry for your soul.
Yeah, that seems like a hard one to sing.
Yeah, it takes it out of me.
Yeah, but I love that song. I mean, it's the pace of it. That's what folks listening don't know is we can't have liquid in the studio. Did you want to get some of your water?
No, I think I'm okay.
It's hot in here, and that was a workout.
It's not. It is pretty high.
I
I was gonna say it's not terrible, but
it feels good in January.
I'm feeling it now after that song.
Well, after that, I mean, that is a whole workout.
Yeah. I didn't know. So like I said, I was just playing bass in bands for a long time, and I didn't know like how taxing vocals could be. I'm sure there's ways I could do it better. You know, like metal vocalists have like this way that they scream that makes it so they're not shredding their vocal cords or overexerting themselves. But I don't know how to do that, and so it's all just like pure aggression. Like a whole set of vocals. I'm pretty dead by the end of it. It's getting easier though. The more I do it, I'm doing it pretty often now.
But I'm sure that there are tricks. It's funny because Alicia says hi. She's watching streaming, and they're watching streaming, and they actually know a lot about how to keep your voice. So there you go.
Yeah, I didn't know you
Alicia.
were a musician. I know a lot of people just from I work at Amsterdam and White Squirrel, and so like I mentioned, I recognize you, Lane. So that's how I know Alicia. Yeah, I never really sat in a conversation with them. They're a musician.
But also do vocal lessons and
right. Yeah.
Really on how to
lessons,
how to extend the life.
Sure.
Well, to extend the life of your voice.
Yeah.
As much as I think the voice there.
No, I mean you're that guy from like the Mighty Mighty Bosstones, like talk now, and he's just like, or like Shane McGowan. I mean that was booze, I guess.
That was everything.
Did that to him. Yeah.
That was.
But yeah, no, that would certainly help. I have this one of my bandmates who's just always telling me like you have to sing from your gut, like you're. Like, I get these headaches, like, when I hold those long notes, and he's just saying I'm not getting enough air, but I just don't understand how to do that? I don't know.
Well, Alicia. But it's really to extend the life of your voice.
Yeah.
Because it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
That, and then people that tour, who do it, do it, like, every other night or every night, like, I can't imagine being able to do that. I'd get 3 shows in and my voice would just be shot.
Yeah. Well, they have people. They have people who tell them how to do it. Yeah. I mean, I think that's probably. I mean, that's the key.
Yeah, I mean the big acts. Yeah, for sure. They've got whole teams like the pop stars. They got teams.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. But I said earlier, and the stories that you tell in the songs, I enjoy so much. Do you ever think about videos with your songs?
Like music videos?
Yeah.
No, never. No. Right now,
fair enough.
Right now, the goal right now was shirts and recordings. I don't have any recordings. I mean, I have like.
I know.
I have like phone recordings that I send to people to teach them songs, and that's it. I have 2. That are like almost done, 2 of like for Lords of the Universe, and I just have to. I don't know. It's a lot. Like when you've got 5 people and you got schedules and like everybody's got other things going on in their lives, and you got to respect that. Like no, I can't. I learned from the way that I deal with like band leaders in the past, and I'm like I don't want to be too annoying or ask too much of the people I play with. So just trying to take it easy. But sometimes like I wish I could just will this into being. I don't know.
Well, yeah, because I have looked for your recordings and I have not.
There are none. Yeah.
None.
There's like videos, there's there's live videos on Instagram, but that's about it.
Well, especially now if you're going to be playing at the 331 in different places.
Yeah, I'm excited to just play somewhere else. I maybe got one at Zora Darling.
Nice.
It may have fallen through, but one of the reasons why I have not played anywhere else is because most bookers want to hear it first, and like the bookers that work at the places I work at, they're like everyone has recordings, So I'm like, well, I guess I got to do that. I haven't even tried that hard, but I just figure might as well get recordings. It's gonna make it easier on them too, So like, because they pour through so many emails. Recordings and shirts. Maybe like copywriting. I don't know. There's some legal stuff that I don't, know how to do.
That's Lang, and
Oh, that was a long time ago. That was back in college that I knew that.
But that does come up. But what would you like to have a year from now? What would you like to have? Where would you like to be playing? What would you like? Would you like to have an album? Would you like to have?
I don't know.
$1 million.
Millions. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty short-sighted. It's just like I want the next show to go well. I want to, book a bill that I feel like is going to draw, give the bar a good night. And, it's more fun playing shows with, like, more energy in the room, of course.
Yeah.
I've played a lot of, like, empty or, like, damn near empty rooms in my life. And it's not, I don't know, it's kind of like, what am I doing here? But, yeah, I work in bars, so I want to give the people that work there, like, a good night,
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just the next show. It's always that, and then the other things I mentioned, a year from now, I don't know. I mean, there's also like, you know, one of the people I play with, like something could happen and they like can't do it anymore. You know, we were supposed to have this band play last night at White Squirrel, and they broke up that morning. So,
Oh wow.
so they pulled out, obviously. 'Cause
They
were no
couldn't
longer a
even
band.
just do the last one. I
I
won't ask
guess
who it is.
I don't
but
really know
that-
why. Yeah,
wow.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't know what was going on, but you know, I don't really say that to like, you know, talk about this other band, but
No,
like,
but
just that
stuff
it
happens.
can end. You know,
Yeah.
Like, someone could tell. I mean, it doesn't have to be something bad. Like
Yeah.
people that I play with, like every band I'm in, like we're all friends, and there's no like out of control egos, which can happen a lot with musicians.
Right.
Everything. Well, unless they're all saying that about me. I don't know. Hopefully, they're not saying that about me.
You know what they say? If you think there's no one in the car, no. Just Well, the critic-
Hopefully, that's not the case.
I often think often a band killer is a new baby. You know, which is obviously a joyful thing
So,
for most people,
two
but
people
it's,
like- married.
Yeah,
or
two-
marriage
yeah,
or move,
yeah, yeah.
you know, a better, you know.
Two of the people I play with have 2 kids each, so like, they're at a point now where they're like able to balance those things. But so it's not bad. It's not
It's-
a bad
it's just
thing.
life.
Or maybe, you know, someone gets sick or like they have to move away or, you know, and then, you know, then you have to make the decision like, all right, well, do we want to keep going with like other people? Like, you could say everyone's replaceable, but I don't really feel that way because like you could replace with someone else and then it's just not the same.
Right.
It doesn't feel the same. It doesn't sound the same. So yeah, it's in a year we might not even be a band. And you know, if we're not, I'll be doing something else. I've had several projects that most of them are not like super active, but I'm a little scared right now because it seems like they're all kind of picking up like at the same time. Which
That's a good thing.
It is, but like
Yeah, it's a busy.
my job is at the same time that you need to play shows.
Yes,
Right.
that
So
does
that's
make
a
it
problem.
hard.
Yeah, so the scheduling like gives me a ton of anxiety. I just pace around my apartment thinking about it, but then you know it always turns out fine.
Yeah.
And I gotta learn to just calm down, or not calm down, but you know, like
Yeah.
I don't
Trust. Just
something more healthy than calm down.
well, just trust that it'll work, and it, you know, and but that balance is hard.
yeah,
It's
it's tough.
you know, my brother was a chef for many years, and he always the hard part about it is he never got to go out to eat.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
You know.
Or yeah, I've heard chefs just like they don't want to cook when they get home. Like you know, they're eating like frozen pizzas or whatever.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Hey,
Yeah, it's a lot of.
Don't
I'm not
about
talking it. I'm
Don't
just
you
saying
dare.
that's a lot of it. But yeah, as long as it's fun for you. I mean,
You know, I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. I had this problem where I don't ever want to do anything. I never want to go to rehearsals or go to shows the day of. I'm supposed to do it, and then once I'm there and doing it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is like my favorite thing to see other bands playing and to play myself. You know. But yeah, there's a lot of we're gonna White Squirrel specifically is like there's a lot of cool bands in the Twin Cities. Like,
yeah. White
Yeah.
Squirrel gets a great array. I mean,
yeah.
it just,
Well, you know, it's because it's free and
Yeah.
there's not this, you know, this worry of like, you know, I mean, we want people to draw because like the bar wants to make money and the staff want to make money, but it's not the end of the world if we get somewhere there's not a ton of people there, and yeah, it's a good place to cut your teeth for sure. I feel good like this newer band we've only been playing for like a year, and White Squirrel is a great place to like I don't know, kind of find our footing as a group and become like a unit or whatever.
Yeah.
Not to sound too mechanical about it, but that's the way I think about it sometimes, in like very mechanical ways. I don't know.
well, and it's as we've said before, it's an easy place to go for the same reason.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And because like, you know, because there's always free music and whatever, people know they can go there. There's probably going to be something cool going on.
Yeah.
It's got its own little built-in crowd. Yeah.
And after midnight, it is a West 7th bar for sure.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That's yeah. You kind of have like, I mean, especially on the long days, you have kind of like 3 different crowds. You got your like daytime West 7th people, and then you have music people, and then you've got like nighttime West 7th people.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Well, and for folks who are not from St. Paul, West 7th is a great area. I mean,
Yeah.
my great aunt lived in the same house off West 7th for 95 years. And it is the kind of place where people live their whole lives, and they, you know, it's an interesting array of folks.
Yeah, I never really spent time over there until I started working over there. But yeah, I like the guy who owns it. He's saying, you know, this area needs a bar like this,
Yeah.
and he was. Yeah, I think he's
Oh,
right.
it's a gift to West 7th for sure. Because, I mean, there are plenty of bars on West 7th. They were
Yeah.
not for need of a bar.
Yeah.
But a place like this that has live music that's just chill, just, you
Yeah,
know.
well, yeah, it's a different atmosphere. I mean, just by the things you know, put on your wall, or you know what the room looks like, you know, versus going into like a sports bar, just feels different and draws different people.
Yeah. Or, you know, a couple of Irish bars right there in that area, too. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
there's
which is
like Shamrocks right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a couple of like I've heard people refer to it as like an elevated dive.
Well, I think that's probably good. I mean,
That's fine. I don't really know what qualifications you need to be anything.
it's a lot
Kind of
cleaner than I
bar.
normally think of a dive bar as being.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's new. I mean, it's
yeah. But the bathrooms are nice.
the bathrooms are nice.
The bathrooms
Yeah.
are nice.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about some of the other projects you're working on?
Yeah. So it's this thing that I do solo stuff, and that's the name Lord Jeremy, and I go under or go by, and then I just play bass in a few different bands. Just started recently playing this band called Mammoth Moth, which is like it's got Sean Cosgrove, the sound tech. It's kind of like folk Americana stuff. It's got like it's one of those bands that's got like a variety of different sounds. Just played bass in that. That's all songs Sean writes.
And that's fun. I've seen that. I've seen you guys play.
Yeah, we
It's
played
fun.
the daytime and Squirrel a little bit. We have I think September 7th, doing like there's the 1 to 4 shows at White Squirrel. And I played in a metal band called Amarak with Joe and Jake Anderson. They were in a band called Canthrone for a long time.
Shout out Canthrone. Shout out.
Yeah.
Graveyard. What else? What else?
Yeah.
That's what I grew up on.
So they're all maybe I recognize, maybe there's some connection there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been around them for a long time, but I just recently met Joe. So Joe also plays in Lords of the Universe. Yeah, it's Joe and Jake Anderson. This guy Eric McMahon, who was the
Shout out Buried Above Ground.
Buried Above Ground guy. Yeah. So they're all like
Ooh, now we're
Now we're talking my language.
they're all like metal veterans, and I've been a metal fan like, you know, since I was a teenager. It was like kind of my first love as far as being like a music fan. But yeah, I never played metal at all, other than just like in my room, you know, learning like Lamb of God songs. Yeah, so that's all. That's kind of like a lifetime like dream of like playing in like a metal band that's like good, and you know we're like, I mean, not like, you know, we're the best band, but like we're tight, you know, we play well together. Yeah, I don't remember when the next one for that is. I know we're playing in Amsterdam like December 7th.
Day that will live in infamy. It's the Pearl Harbor Day.
Oh, it's Pearl Harbor. Okay.
Neither
I
of us would-
There
immediately
you go,
thought.
there you
I
go.
immediately thought when you said infamy, I immediately thought January 6th.
Right.
Oh.
I
was like, it's not right
that's
there.
right.
Yeah, it's that was a little bit farther back.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only one I can think of. I mean, I went to like Iowa City for like Gabe's anniversary show or something like that. I don't remember. Yeah, and then also with the Anderson brothers, I play in a country band with this guy called Joe Heisel and the Ramblin' Mercenaries. I think that's it.
That's enough.
Yeah, it's enough.
That'll keep you busy.
Yeah, it's enough to keep busy for sure. And it's like, again, it like kind of scratches all the itches of like the stuff that I like and the stuff I like to play.
Yeah.
playing like country bass because it's like very like 70s country bass lines that I kind of draw from, and that's like that stuff's so fun. Yeah, the metal is like the guy just writes it all and then I just play it, but like I don't care. That's that's just fun to play. Like coming into those heavy riffs, like just I'm playing on this giant like cab, and it's like 8x10, and just like feeling that power, it's rad. It's nothing quite like that, and never had felt that before recently, last year or so. Then Lords of the Universe, one I mentioned before, it's kind of that's my baby. That's the thing that I do all the booking for, and I also do the thing that you almost saw the other day, and it was a cover band. That we were in a Americana kind of blues rock band called Deadeye Haze, and then the singer couldn't do it anymore, but we kept playing, so we only played covers, and we only played medleys. So like mismatched songs, like start with like Damn It, like, and then go into like War Pigs, and then go into like Dreams, like the Fleetwood Mac song.
There you go.
And I kind of just like roar all the vocals. I play bass and do the vocals in that. So yeah, that's I almost forgot that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's I guess that's everything.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean I'm really grateful that like 'cause for a while I was not playing a whole lot. It started to kind of take a back seat. Really like taking the job at White Squirrel, and then just like a few chance meetings like really kind of revitalized music for me, playing music for me. My career.
Yeah.
I don't know. It sounds stupid calling it a career, but I guess that's what it is.
Absolutely.
I'm on a radio show right now.
Well, there you go. You're
pretty,
halfway there.
Pretty legit. Yeah.
Exactly. Would you please play another song?
Yeah. What was it? Yeah, I guess I should probably play one. This is one I play with Lords of the Universe. This recording will be out soon.
Good.
I think if you just go my Instagram that I use I kind of use it for everything. It's just Jeremy Lord of the Universe. And if anyone is interested in hearing this recording at some point, it'll be. That's how you'll be able to find it. Yeah, the song's called January Sky, and it's about a delusional man and aliens.
All right.
Whispering and laughing at me behind my back, drawing pictures of me with a tinfoil hat. You can go to hell because I know what I've seen. I've seen lights in the sky on a January's Eve to say, there goes the lunatic. Why doesn't anybody believe me? If you think about it, it don't make no sense that we're the only planet with intelligence. Cows going up in a tractor beam, I've seen lights in the sky on January's Eve. Oh, keep your head down and continue to work your drone. Oh, you could be a king sitting up on a throne. When you're all down on bended knee, I'll be sitting at the right hand. Then you'll all see. You'll all see. I said you're speaking to me through microwaves. I'll serve you to the end of the days. A big black eyes, gray skin, fat heads. Lord help me keep a step ahead of the feds. Mesmerized so bright you can't see. Lights in the sky, January's Eve. I initiate deep wave space contact with the other ones. Oh, sheriff is the son of a gun, ass the stupid piece of shit. He's always up there harassing me. Just trying to set up my machines to dry the lights in the sky on January's Eve. The government's lying to you, I said they're lying to me. I'll take my hand and accept the overloads with me. Oh, but when you're all down on bended knee, I'll be sitting at the right hand. Then you'll see, you'll all see. You'll see. I said, but don't be a fool and believe that I had a son. It's like Truman Show, we're all living underneath a dome. A dome, you're a drone. You're a drone. Cheney too, and Bush wasn't allowed on the grounds of IQ. I'm talking about Merkel, Pol Pot, and Mao Zedong. Jinping would kill me if he heard this song. Guevara wouldn't bounce so they had him vaporized. You ever get a closer look at Trudeau's eyes? I'm talking about Trudeau Cruz and all the Scientologists decided to gods based on hippopotamus. All the humanity. The humanity, where'd you get your fashion since Muammar Gaddafi? The pyramids, the Stonehenge, the Mahabharata. It's all aliens and you just look a little higher. Let go. Now that you know the truth, my friends, it's time to see if you could break your yoke. Meet me in my place on New Year's Day, cause the other ones are coming just to take us away. Or you could keep your head down, continue to work your drone. Or you could be a king, sitting up on a throne. Oh, but when you're all down on bending knee, I'll be sitting at the right hand, and you'll see, you'll all see, you'll all see. Oh, you'll all see, you'll all see.
You look like you've just run a marathon. I mean, and I imagine people who are listening can hear how much energy that is, but that is a lot. It's amazing.
Then I got to do another song right after that normally.
Yeah.
So I get breaks today.
Well, that's good.
Which is nice.
Yeah, got that going for you. Yeah. That song is great. I mean, how did that? Yeah.
That's one of the ones I would pick to record. That one and then one other one that I thought about playing today, but like it's just doesn't work without the like little guitar line, the lead line. What you said? How did that one? What did you say?
What was the inspiration? What was that?
Was it inspiration? I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
know.
but I
don't know.
How did that come to be?
I
I guess.
finished it and I was like, this is a stupid song. Like, I mean, not in a not in like a bad way, but not in a good way either. Just I don't know, just goofy, I guess. I don't know. I don't really remember what I was thinking when I wrote this. I remember starting with like just this, that I was like, I want to write a song that does this. Like that would be cool to do that.
I wish I could just do that. Yeah.
The rest came. I don't know. The like vocal bit in the middle, because it's the idea is like I don't believe all these things just for frame of reference. But yeah, this is the narrator characters. He thinks he saw aliens. Maybe he did. And he thinks that if he serves them, like he'll be like better off when they take over Earth. And that middle portion, normally when I play it live, I like ad lib a bunch of random stuff in that kind of instrumental break before the kind of acapella part or whatever. But yeah, he thinks like all the world leaders are in on it, and it just gets more deranged as it goes on.
It does.
Where he's just screaming about John Travolta, and yeah, I don't know. I was worried about recording that. I was like, what if people think I believe that? But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess the song in itself is just like this fun song about aliens, but it's also about just like this belief, like what belief can do, and like how far it can drive somebody. But yeah, and I try to do that with the inflection, like that last line where he's like, "Yeah, the one like, you know, this person's lost their mind." I don't really. I remember this one was one of the ones that just kind of like came to me, just kind of poured out of me, like over like a couple of days, like just thinking of lines.
Yeah. I picture it like a fever dream of some sort because it's almost borderline fever dreamish, you know.
Yeah. I don't really dream, or everybody dreams, I guess. I don't really remember my dreams though, like but yeah, I don't know. I don't really. It just. I like I got the kind of the quick phrasing.
Yeah.
And then just like fill words in, and then I have a bunch, and then I take some out, and then leave the rest in, and then it kind of forms over time. But yeah, this one came to me pretty quick. This when I was unemployed because of COVID, I kind of had like a creative breakthrough. I wanted to write. You know, I grew up listening to like Bob Dylan, you know, and like other songwriters of that nature. I wanted to be like them, you know. But then I realized I'm not like them, you know, like things that are not, I don't want to say self-serious, but just like more like these like, I don't know, these like life lessons and like really like just poignant lines. But I don't know, you know, I have like a goofier side to my personality, and I just decided, well, I just gotta write what I know, or what comes out of me,
Right.
Which is not as serious, I guess. I don't know. So I think this song came from that part of me, you know, of just accepting that like this is what I'm like and this is what I can write, and that's huge for me, I think.
And I think the song befits the times in a way that some of the Bob Dylan stuff would, you know, we were switched.
Yeah, well,
times,
yeah, I mean, you're talking
time
about,
zones.
yeah, him talking about like the protest songs and stuff. I did not really write stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it feels more like a song that came out now.
Yeah.
Because it did, I guess. That's weird.
Good point. Yeah.
Well, it's just weird to think about, like, it's weird to think about, like, you record something and then you kind of, like, become, like, part of the you know,
Yeah.
the whole thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, being a fan, like, because I'm a huge fan of music. I always have been. Or not always, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, I've always loved listening to music and, like, and learning about bands and, you know, then to think about that you're, like, a small, you know, maybe infinitesimal part of that is a mind trip, you know.
Well, and then I would think, especially for recording, because it's, once you've recorded something, you can be the soundtrack to someone's life. They're going to listen to it on their way to work, or they're going to listen to it when they're happy or
and it's
they're
like
sad.
people I don't know.
Yeah.
That's wild to think about.
Yeah. But interesting. I mean, what a fascinating role to play in someone's life, in the, as you said, in the whole thing, in the history of the whole thing.
Yeah. That's a really humbling thought, I guess. To think like, I think when I was younger, like, and I used to talk about what I wanted as a musician was like, you know, if like a kid like me heard something I put out or whatever, and it meant something to them, like that would be cool. That's kind of like, I guess, like some kind of goal, I guess. I don't know.
Well, and then the interesting thing is that absolutely could happen, but it could be the 40-year-old woman who's running for a marathon.
Yeah,
I mean, it's something that just would totally be a different, and to think about how your music reaches someone that was not at all on your screen when you were thinking about it.
Well, now, I mean, now that I'm the age that I am, now I'm like, well, it'd be cool if someone around my age or within, that would be cool too.
Right.
And I don't really know. I don't know. I mean, just talking about kids in general, I don't know if this music would appeal to kids, but as a kid, that was like, because I mean, when you're recorded music and listening to records or whatever, it means a lot to me now. But when I was a kid, it was like, there are lines that are just like, life altering.
Oh yeah, yes.
Like just a guitar solo that like, it just knocked me on my ass, and it still does that to me now. You just get a little more jaded as you go on. You know, you're like, this record sucks or whatever. You know, like when you're a kid, I don't know. I guess you just have lived less time, so things are a little more impactful.
Yeah.
If that's is that
Well,
what
and you have more time to listen to the song again and again and,
And
again. I can
again.
think of songs that I've just listened to
Forever.
for an hour.
yeah,
on
yeah,
repeat,
I do.
you
Yeah,
know?
I'll do that. Just drink a few beers and sit on the patio of my building and just keep pressing back on my phone, like 'cause that's how I typically listen to music now.
Yeah.
Just go sit outside and headphones. But yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I just keep playing the song, and it can be the dumbest song ever. Like it's just for some reason, it's just like it's just getting me right then. You know, I don't know.
Well, yeah. I mean, and that's the power of music.
That is the power.
You know, a song that you never liked until that one. You know,
Yeah.
until you
Well,
just
yeah.
heard something
You
different.
know, I heard I'm gonna listen to all these like Grammy album nominees, just for like a direction to like listen to music. You know, I listened to a band on the Run the other day, like Paul McCartney and Wings
Yeah,
record,
yeah.
and I've never liked that band or that title track, but listening to it with the headphones on, just kind of sitting there not doing anything else, I was like, this song's kind of rad. Like, I've never liked that song my whole life, and now I kind of do. There's a lot of movement, like a lot of different ideas in
Yeah.
that song. But yeah, see, I've never liked that song, and now I do, I guess, as of 2 days ago.
So you think you name the song, and I'm like, yeah, I can picture being 4 years old in the back of my mom's blue Comet. You know,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
when I would have heard it. You know, on the radio in real time.
In real time,
In
on
real
the radio,
time. In real
which
time.
we're doing right
Exactly,
now.
exactly.
Full circle.
Yes. I'm looking at the time. We've got about 10, 12 minutes. If you would like to play another song.
Yeah,
10, 3. And I know you've got to be somewhere too.
Yeah, I
So-
got work, but I'm not hurting for time. What time is it?
It is 1:48.
I gotta go. No,
Yeah.
I got time. I've worked there for a long time. If
They probably
I'm
won't.
a little late, it won't
Yeah.
be the end of the
No,
world.
not too much.
Yeah. What's another one? I know you asked me about this now. But, I got.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
This one's kind of like I mean, there's a little bit of like a folk punk edge. I don't know if y'all ever get into any music like that, but I got into it. Like a lot of people get into it when they're younger, but I got into it when I was a little older. That also was kind of a huge, what do you call it? Point of inspiration, I guess.
Yeah.
Like just writing songs on an acoustic guitar. I don't know. So that's I think where this one came from. I call this one Bulverde, Minnesota. Yeah.
Okay.
This town ain't got nothing for me. I wanna pack my things and leave. Ain't got much for me day to day. And treasures and rags only did the same. This town bleeds you dry. This town gonna make you wanna cry. Cry. This town ain't got nothing for me. Think I'm gonna pack my shit and leave. 5,000 miles away from here is where I wanna be. Rolling blue yonder as far as I can see. Wild green hillside just a lace with the morning dew. Enough to take me away from here and to save my ass from you. Save me from you, it's gonna save. I hate this town. I think I'm gonna leave. No, I hate this town. I think I'm gonna leave. Never looking back at what's behind me. Oh no. I do the honky tonk tonk. I don't mess around, no. King Kong ain't got shit on me. I think the roll this down to the ground and run away free. This time leave it in my dust. Most folks will put up any fuss. But 1,000 miles away from here is where I wanna be. Rolling blue yonder as far as I can see. Wild green hillside, just a lace with the morning dew. Enough to take me away from here, and I save my ass from you. Save me from you, it's gonna save. I hate this town, and I think I'm gonna leave. You know, I hate this town. I think I'm gonna leave, never looking back at what's behind me. Oh no, oh no. Kenneth Invincible guns for fun, shooting church windows out. Every time I come around, what are they talking about? I, however, thinking I'm clever, refuse to play the game. When I'm up, they skip my turn, and oh, it's such a shame. They say that you never go home, but goddamn, they will rain. Pour another drink sounds good, and maybe I'll see the light. All I have are stories in various forms of art. They say home is where the heart is, but what if I have no heart? It's a shame. Oh, it's a shame. They always stay the same. They stay the same. Oh, I need guidance, direction, the path to be taken. I can't get that from here. A message or something, just please give me something as I fight out the tears. My loves, my pains, my hopes, my rage are combining into one. And I'm expected to keep on moving until my body is done. Until it is done. Oh, until it is done. Oh, until it is done. Till it is done. But 1,000 miles away from here is where I wanna be. Rolling blue yonder as far as I can see. Wild green hillside, just a lace with the morning dew. Enough to take me away from here, I just save my ass from you. But 1,000,000 miles away from here is where I wanna be. Set upon a galleon upon a rolling sea. Walk through the doorway wherever it leads me to. Enough to take me away from here, and I'll save my ass from you. Save me from you, it's gonna save. 2, 3, 4. I hate this town, and I think I'm gonna leave. I hate this town, and I think I'm gonna leave. Never looking back at what's behind me. Oh no, oh no. Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you. 4 songs. 4 songs.
4.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many?
I feel like I've had to work out.
Yeah.
Workout adjacent. We are cutting close up to time now. Remind folks where they can see you. The next 2 Fridays
I'll
at
be-
the Squirrel at White Squirrel.
Yeah, so I got. I actually have a few coming up there.
Okay.
Maybe too many all at once. So you don't want to saturate.
Saturate?
Right?
No.
No. So yeah, next Friday, August 23rd. The following Friday, August 30th. 9/11, yeah, September 11th at White Squirrel again, and then 9/28 at 331. Those are the ones I got on the books right now. Yeah, that's all Lords of the Universe.
Okay.
That's all I can think of right now.
Perfect.
As far as one of the
Perfect.
songs I played today, I play with that band. So.
Awesome. Yes. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah,
This
thanks for
has
having
been
me. Thank you
fantastic.
so
Yeah,
much.
it's been so much fun to have someone play it live in studio. So thank you. Yeah. And we might play one more song, but first, again, thank you, Jeremy.
Yeah, no, thank you so
Lords
much for
of the
having me. I appreciate
Universe.
it.
Yeah.
Lords of the Universe.
At the White
Or
Squirrel.
yeah, at the White Squirrel. Yeah.
Yes. All right, we play one last song about metals. What do we?
Yeah, let's do Copper Colossus from Lore Keeper.
Lord.